Secret Menu Podcast with your hosts, Diego Red and Money Boss. Brought to you by Rebel TV, the Rebel entity. Live from the West Side and worldwide. Real ones know what's up, and if you don't, you get the point. Tap in. It's the Secret Menu Podcast.
This is fresh.
The Secret Menu Podcast.
This is fresh.
Money Boss!
What's happening?
What's happening? Just like that, we back. Secret Menu Podcast, and it is Hump Day. This is a special election episode. Lauren Brown is in the house. Kimmy Kim is in the house. Kimberly Seals is in the house. I see my boy, though. My boy came through, man. Glenn Mack, what it do, boy? Me and Glenn had many wild Los Angeles nights, man. Many wild Los Angeles nights. Chrissy Bird is in the house. Deanna Rogers in the house. Scammy Sosa is in the house. That is a cold-ass name. Like Sammy Sosa, but he's the scam. You know what I'm saying? The scam king. That's a fire-ass name. I don't even know if that's what it means. But Scammy Sosa's in the house, man. Shout out to everybody that's pulling up. It is Hump Day, Secret Menu Podcast. Yesterday was tense. Yesterday was monumental. Yesterday was surprising as fuck to me. And we about to get into it.
Not at all.
For the boss, it wasn't no boss. Boss called this shit. That's why he's the almanac. But without further ado, Diego Red, we ain't even gonna waste no time. Diego Red is in the building.
Money Boss is definitely in his own building. I got a secret for y'all too. Your mama called cussing me the fuck out. I don't know who from. She cussed me out. She got mad at me. You put that shit in the atmosphere. I said, nah, I just told you what was gonna happen. Nah. It was you. She blamed me for Trump.
She blamed you for the whole.
Yeah, mama.
You froze. That's a cold pose you froze with, but you froze on the screen.
No, I see that too. I see that.
She blames you. There you go. You back moving.
Yeah.
She blames you for the entire results of the election. This is crazy.
I didn't understand that. But I told her, don't be mad, man. I had to tell her, you made it through Nixon. You made it through.
Wait a minute.
You made it through JFK, Nixon, and fucking Reagan.
Auntie been around that long? Yeah, this ain't nothing to you. One of your presidents got shot out the back of a Cadillac. That means you seen Dr. King and all kind of shit. That's crazy. Then blame the boss, man.
You blaming me.
Blame the goddamn boss.
But hey, it's all good.
If y'all don't know what it is we're talking about, because it might be somebody who don't know. You might not know. But yesterday was the 2024 presidential voting day, election day. Terry Scott is in the house. Franklin Hatchett is in the house. I'm seeing y'all pulling up, man. And I really, because my day goes like this. I'm handling my business. I say, I announce to all of you, I'm going to vote. I'm voting this year. I re-registered, re-updated my registration. I'm going to vote. Fuck it. We've been talking about this shit. Fuck it, D. Get out here. I'm going to vote on behalf of the Secret Meaning Podcast. You know what I'm saying? So as I'm getting to the polls, I call boss about some completely other shit. I'm calling him about Mike Larry. Shout out Mike Larry.
Shout out to Mike Larry, too.
Mike Larry was not at the polls yesterday because he goes and gets some motherfucking, what do you, a meave? You call it a weave? A meave? Mike Larry pops up and has Facebook in utter disarray because this nigga that went and got a fade installed. You know what I'm saying? So me and boss talking.
It's called a MIG.
A MIG or a meave. But he called me. He called me, boss. I seen he called me. I'm like, I missed a call from my nigga. I hit him back. He said, yeah, I'm gonna hit you now, nigga, because I don't want it to surprise you and laughing. So we laughing and talking about that shit, but I'm pulling up to the polls on the phone with boss. But I still look at my Instagram and it's like, goddamn, Trump is winning like 66 to fucking 33%. It's a landslide. And I'm like, damn, I'm thinking this shit's supposed to be close. Boss is like, yeah, I see that. I'm like, okay, nigga, I'm finna go in here and do my contribution. I'll hit you back. And by the time I come out of that motherfucker, it's worse. It was getting worse.
He put belt to ass. That's what he did. What we seen was what I was trying to tell y'all, and y'all didn't want to hear nothing I said. But Trump put belt to ass. And I kept telling y'all, I was looking at this shit before they even ran. I'm like, the swing shit is looking crazy. That's what I was looking at. I was looking at the swing shit. This was what was going cool, and D talking about it's closer than what you think. And I'm like, I'm looking at the swing shit. I don't see it though. But I see what he's talking about. I see the black women talking about it, and the white women getting with them, and then the men getting with it. So I'm seeing it. I'm like, oh, okay, I see him.
Didn't make you a believer though.
It didn't. That shit didn't make me a believer at all. I'm like, that's like the mirage. You know what I mean? You see that lake of water, and you keep running over there, and that motherfucker seems like you keep getting further because it's really not there.
It's really not there.
So, yeah, so I seen it, and I just like, I'm watching this shit last night. I'm like, holy shit. This man is putting belt to ass right now.
Belt to ass. This motherfucker froze you again.
Yeah, I seen that.
And
look at these freeze frames, though.
These freeze frames are cold poses. Y'all don't know a lot of the behind the scenes shit. So one night after Sneaky Link, I believe it's Sneaky Link because I think I was kind of drunk when we had that longer, and I'm like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
Plotting and I'm trying to explain the boss like, no, her campaign, her writers. Then she has Oprah, J-Lo, Beyonce, Kelly Rowland, Glorilla, Cardi B. She pulled out all the niggas you could get from niggerdom.
You can hope for. She did.
She pulled out it was somebody else. It was a guy. Who was that guy? It was a guy, and he was pissed. But she pulled out
Bad Bunny. Was it Bad Bunny? Bad Bunny was Bad Bunny.
But it was somebody else, and somebody was like, I'm not fucking with. But she pulled out a lot of motherfuckers, so she was really trying to do her shit. So I'm looking at this like we're in an influencer era. We're looking at the influence, a demonstration being put down. So
Right.
this right here further proves that a lot of y'all just be on the fucking internet talking.
Internet. Yeah.
That shit is not translating to real fucking life. Because if that shit on the internet was translating to real life, a bunch of shit would have been different, and we'll get into it. But if you don't know, now you know. Donald Trump in a landslide victory immediately.
Landslide.
He was running. He was
I didn't
ahead
see it
from the
coming.
gate. Yeah, he
from the
jumped
jump.
out. That was like being up 24-0 at halftime at a Super Bowl.
Right.
He was up. He was out in the front immediately, and it fucked me up. I'm like, damn. So as I leave the polls and I'm at the crib and I put on CNN and I'm watching what's going on, I'm tweaking. So I go to Instagram and I'm looking, and I see somebody that was very, very vocal the whole time, anti-Trump, pro Kamala. I'm looking at her, and she was like, God damn, maybe I should have voted. To go a step further, she says, is there a way to go ahead and vote on an app? Is it too late for me to get on an app? And I'm like, this bitch. You mean you've been doing all this shit? Like, you know how adamant Plies was? She was like that adamant every day. And then I'm like, you're not even there supporting this person that you've been riding for, mashing for every day. It's crazy. Philippia Kelly's in the house. Hey, Kiana Allen has made it. AMG Han in the house. Yvonne Gordon is in the house. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, oh, a lot of these people are just on here saying who they like to see, but not actually trying to go make that person get in there. I woke up and I put a post up that morning and I was like, hey, who do you think's gonna win? Not who you're voting for. Who do you think's gonna win? Nobody said anything. I just deleted it. And that kind of gave me the thought of maybe people aren't as interested as they act like they are. This is really just social media, say some quick shit, anti what the fuck I'm saying, anti what the fuck boss is saying, but you not really finna go stand behind this, you know what I'm saying? Because this nigga wins. So as he is winning, boss, I start seeing the post, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when your football team is about to lose and the excuses start happening. Oh, the refs got another one. We're injured. So these posts and these tweets and shit start popping out of, it's a shame black men won't follow a woman. You niggas would rather follow this motherfucker. It all started falling on black men, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what did we do? How is it all on us? Was it all on us? So I'm glad they started putting out these numbers. Here goes some numbers, boss. This is gender. You know what I'm saying? This is how the votes went. White men voted 57% Trump. And for those of you who are watching, to understand what you're looking at, this is not total white men in the world. These are the white guys who actually went to the poll to vote. Out of all the white guys who went to vote, 57% of them voted for Trump, and that made up 34% of all votes. The highest number on here, though, as boss once told you motherfuckers, are white women. 51%, close to half of all white women who voted for Trump, but they made up 39% of votes. That means more white women went to vote than anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So as I'm online and I'm looking at the black women slander my fellow brothers, y'all didn't even go vote. Y'all didn't even go vote. If you're gonna blame anybody, you gotta, what the pastor say at church, boss? Turn to your neighbor. Turn to your sister on the right. Turn to your sister on the right or the left of you and say, bitch, you wasn't there with us voting. You can't blame black men. You have to blame your fellow sisters, because white women technically, not even technically, factually, white women outdid everybody. 39% of all voters were white women. Black men only made up 4%, the lowest amount. Well, Latino men and black men were the same, only 4% of the votes. Men wasn't voting. White men voted like a motherfucker.
Right.
But black men weren't heavy on this campaign. Black women were heavy on this campaign. This was y'all campaign. This was y'all time to shine. This was y'all time to get outside and really thug this shit out. And y'all only equated for 6% of these motherfucking votes. There are more free black women in the world. It's 3-1. Is it 3-1, 5-1? What is it? Women to men?
It's they say it's 3-1.
It's pretty high.
If you take it, if you take it for face value, but it's actually 5-1. Because
we got the incarcerated, the dead, the niggas with felonies who can't vote. There are more free women who are able to vote than men.
Correct.
They didn't show up. So I'm looking at this. They didn't show up, boss. But what kind of fucked me up is Latino men. Latino men, 45% of them voted for Trump. So they were almost 50-50. 51% voted for Kamala. 45% of them voted for Trump. They were like 50-50. Why y'all not blaming them? How did we get all the blame?
Because they need somebody to blame, and that's why I said we need to get down. This shit is over. We know who won. It's over. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. You know what I mean? Let's get back to we taking each other for face value and getting back to doing it together. Let's do it together. There's no more this, that, and the third. This shit is over. Now let's get back to doing this shit together. Let me pull you up. And if I can't pull you up, you can pull me up. But let's do this shit together.
Stop blaming, man.
That's just what it is. Stop blaming.
We're all liable.
Let's be
We're all liable because I believe the black women vote should have been at least 28. If white women vote was 39% of it, black women vote should have been somewhere in the 20s. Just because this was their movement, this was what they was pushing, because this is what a black woman. Pushing. Yeah. Y'all should have been a little higher. And then if you want to say, okay, well, y'all niggas should have been higher too. Cool. We should have been double our shit, 12 to 15% of voters. You know what I'm saying? If y'all feel like we wanted to be higher, well, no, really 8. Double our shit was 8. 10, we should have been, black men should have been about 10%.
Yeah.
We was only 4.
10 to 12%.
Yeah, so if you triple our amount, we were 12. So black men should have been 12%. Black women should have been at least 18%. But I'm saying the way the movement went, damn, you went out again.
I got you. I'm coming back.
Okay.
It should have been. Should have been on the mark of that really well. Like, I don't know what happened, and we can't blame people for what happened, but
we getting blamed. That's why I don't like this. We getting blamed. I don't like black men being the scapegoat. I don't like black men being, you know what I'm saying? Because it shows that of the black men who did go vote, 75% of them was fucking with her. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like us getting the blame for it. Because the black men. I've seen that happening though. Yeah.
I've seen that happen. I've seen a lot of black men that I know, they were really pushing the Kamala Harris agenda. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't here to tell y'all not to vote for who you want to vote for. That's just not who I am. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I just want y'all to understand what you're voting for, who you're voting for, And don't let nobody fill you up with bullshit. Do your own research. Like if you take time to research everything and find out everything, then you should feel better about yourself knowing what you're now getting yourself into. You know, man? And a lot of people never took time. They just let the people that she brought to influence them, they got caught up in that. And not got caught, when I say caught up, meaning all the propaganda that was being spilled on both sides.
But
he said some shit about her.
Up. Did they?
No, listen.
Online, they did.
No. I'm not saying they went to go vote. I'm saying they ate that shit up inside, and they still portray that shit out to the people that don't know, which it don't matter now because it's over. But I think they should have took time to figure things out and do the background search, and don't let them feed you no black person. You know who a black person is when you know. You know what I mean? You don't gotta feed me some shit I already know. So when you coming out to say, put on your chucks and pearls, or you come out and say, my grandma taught me how to make collard greens, and you do all this shit that you're doing, it's like you're making a mockery of the black people.
Right.
And women got caught up because she was a woman and she ran with, I'm a black woman type shit. You know what I mean? And I feel like y'all should have did your homework and research on it and really found out what you was really voting for or what you was really being happy for before you got happy. And I told y'all what it was going on anyway. Y'all don't even understand.
You said it though.
Game.
As you watch the rappers come out,
it's a big game.
And Cardi give her speech, it was like this. But you gotta think that shit might have hurt her more than helped her, because motherfucker sat back and was like, "Is this what the fuck you want to turn this shit into? A rap show?" It shouldn't have been that. I kind of held my tongue back on that because I was playing devil's advocate, but this shit is said and done now. So what I can say is, if I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about my children's future, my mortgage, my job, my social security, my retirement fund, I don't give a fuck about Glorilla. I ain't got no hitter, and no hitter ain't got me. I don't care about why aren't you up here speaking about what you plan to change?
Right. And I think that's
Martin Luther King didn't have Ray Charles come out and shit. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
I think that's what hurt her too. I really think that's what hurt her. I think what hurt her the most was it was everything about how bad Trump was. And you wasn't telling the people anything but about how bad he was and how good you're going to make our life. We have a life out here. We don't give a fuck how bad he is. That shit ain't going to do nothing for us. It ain't going to fix our motherfucking pockets because he's a bad motherfucking guy.
Right.
Tell us what you going to do to fix these pockets. And like, you got to get to the people and stop parading around these celebrities like that's going to get you where you're trying to go.
You niggas like greens. I put my greens in a bathtub. Like, this one don't give a fuck about that. I listen to Tupac. It's a whole East Coast that hate Tupac. Like, what are you saying?
Right.
I thought that was a bad fucking move. You know what I'm saying?
I did too.
I'm asking my fellow sisters, now that you see these numbers, stop blaming us. Stop blaming black men for this, because we were right there. If 4% of the votes were black men and only 6% were black women, it's more of you than it is us. We contributed just as much as y'all did to this shit.
Did, right.
And y'all didn't contribute enough. Even if you say we didn't contribute enough, it's more of you who are not felons. It's more of you who are in the free world who can vote. It's more of you on the face of the earth than it is us, due to mass incarceration and murder and shit. And this was y'all movement. This was y'all push. So stop blaming us and check your sisters. Check your girls. Bitch, we did all this, said all that. And they didn't show up. They didn't show up to the polls. They didn't.
Right.
39% of all the votes, the highest amount of the people who voted were white women.
Right.
They showed the fuck up for their man.
They showed up.
They showed up for their man. Trump got bitches. Trump got bitches because the women, his white women, showed up for him. I got to go back and I got to see the Obama numbers. I got to see what the breakdown of that was. I got to see.
I want to see what the end of the whole thing is, because they said he's doing record-breaking numbers. Like, he's going to get 300 plus electoral votes if he get that. That'll probably be the first time it ever happened.
They didn't like it. They didn't like that hip-hop shit. And I get, because shout out Lashina, she was like, he had Kid Rock. Cool. Everybody got like one motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? She had Beyonce, Oprah, J-Lo, Megan Thee Stallion, fucking Sexy Red did it. Like, everybody was pushing this line. Cool. But these people are watching too. They hate their neighbor who, this nigga got some money. He done moved next door. Every time he pull into the garage, he like, bitch, you trying to turn the country into what my neighbor them is? No. Fuck no. I think that was a bad move. It wasn't enough strict because of the people who matter, people who make over $100,000 a year. You were giving them nothing. Motherfuckers who make over $100,000 a year, you was giving them nothing. You know what I'm saying?
We wasn't getting shit.
It wasn't.
I kept telling y'all, like, if you ain't got a piece on the chessboard, you don't understand. That's why I'm telling y'all, certain shit just didn't feel right and sit right, because certain shit she's saying is not right for motherfuckers that make 6 figures, and high 6 figures. You know what I mean?
And those are the people who actually go vote. And I get you trying to sway. You trying to sway, and you're trying to get the young people who ain't never voted, people who don't really give a fuck about voting, black people like me. I've told y'all, I ain't voted since Obama's first term. I didn't vote before it. I voted for Obama for my own personal reasons when he ran that first time, but I never voted since. So I get that you're trying to get people back involved to take the initiative to go vote, but you can't forget about that audience who vote all the time. Lashina said, I've been voting since I was 18, as soon as I could vote every year. You can't forget the people who vote every year all the time. You're targeting motherfuckers who really don't give a fuck about voting. You put too much emphasis and energy on that. You know what I'm saying? Let me read some of these comments. Katrina559 is in the house. Katrina559 says, yeah, having celebrity women as her campaign was not it. That was irrelevant during an election. And as an everyday woman and mother, I have nothing in common with any motherfucking celebrity. And that's the thing. Those people out there you parading are not in the common everyday woman's lifestyle or tax bracket. You know what I'm saying? Felipe Kelly says she turned it into such a black thing, it backfired on her, because you know good and well you can't just turn it into a black political thing. You got to turn it into something that's going to be right for the people, for everybody. And that was the thing. You got regular, everyday motherfuckers who don't club, who don't turn up, who don't drink. The people who listen to Sexy Red, Glorilla are from 12 to 25. Then you have us who we listen to that shit, we turn up. But really, we worried about the mortgage, the bills, the lights, the rent. At 28, 29, 30, we worried about some other shit. We still turn up and party, but that shit is not as much of our life as
we don't
it is for super young. So if you thought you were going to get everybody from 18 to 25, that ain't enough people. You targeted the wrong people. But Trump is the winner, and it's only right that we allow him his moment and his victory dance. Let's take a look.
I got chains and whips, no Kuta Kente. Bitch, get on your knees, I'm a king, El Presidente. Neck and wrist broke, I need some Bengay. Told the bitch I'm El Jefe, nacientate. I got chains and whips, no Kuta Kente. Bitch, get on your knees, I'm a king, El Presidente. Neck and wrist broke, I need some Bengay. Told the bitch I'm El Jefe, now siéntate. I can quit rapping, still get paid from the hits I made. Bitch, you be doing the most, need to siéntate. You shouldn't be in the club unless your ring got paid. I'm a coach, I'm a player, I'm not a lifesaver. Just because you paid me, that don't mean you gon' be wifey later. Any, many more, when I need dough, I got all type of flavors. I be ballin' like Mike, not Calvin Cambridge. I came a long way from nothing, I'm just glad I made it. All these niggas my kids, they just emancipated. If I was broken, it was a risk for some money, then I'ma take it. I always wanted to be rich before I was famous.
Donald Trump, that nigga got one dance move.
But it's crazy because that's him emulating hip hop shit. That's him. That's his move. That's what he can do.
That's him saying, I don't know what this shit is. This is what I'm gonna do.
Every song you play. I'm gonna do it every time. Every time you play a song, I'm gonna do it. Right.
Shout out Elon. Aaron Foster says, what about that proposition that was passed? 36 was a big one. Was Proposition 36 the...
Still in the stores, I think.
Was it? Let me see.
Prop 36.
There's so much shit. I got to get on that because I got to get to that.
Yeah, that was the stealing in the increased penalties of certain thefts and drug crimes. It wasn't big. I love that everybody said that because I talked to my sister and brother them about Prop 36.
So 70%.
We needed that.
This ballot measure increases penalties for repeated theft offenses and certain drug crimes.
We need that.
80s, including fentanyl. So they finna bang niggas over the head for this fentanyl.
We needed that.
It would
I don't know why people think that was bad.
Drug court. Nobody said it was bad yet. It would also. He said that was big. He said that was a big one. Okay. It also would create a drug court treatment program for people with multiple drug possession offenses. That was big. Was that everywhere or was that California? Yeah, California. So that was California. So Elon, I'm in Vegas. I didn't even see that. But what I did, I saw some of the Vegas shit. And what a lot of motherfuckers who are like me, second time voters or not frequent voters. You go in there and you just, I got who I'm voting for. Boom, when you select that nigga, because that was the first one. Boom. President. Oh, okay, I got Kamala, I got Trump, I got nigga, I don't know. When you select that, it's pages and pages of other shit. So I had to sit there and I had to start reading. And then read it back. And then analyze and think about what the fuck it was I was reading before I selected the next one. You could just skip all that shit. You could select the president, none of these candidates, not pick or whatever, and walk out of there. But if you there, do your due diligence. So there was other shit on the ballot, and that was one of the ones in California. You believe it's big. You believe that was a good thing for the state of California, boss? For which reasons?
I really believe it was big for California because this is what I'm saying. A lot of stores in California closed down because we had that theft where they let crimes.
A lot.
They let the theft.
Here too.
They let the theft get out of hand, and motherfuckers can steal all they want and take all they want, and they wasn't getting punished. The more you have chaos in the world, the more things are in disarray, and you can't fix things. So you have to fix things to get things back. We can't even go shopping because the malls are closed, so we got to do everything online. We got to do everything over. I want to put this shit on and see if it fits, and if it don't fit, I can go get another size. I don't want you sending me some shit and I put it on and I'm like, man, this shit ain't even. Now I gotta bag it back up and send the shit back out. No. So it's good. Motherfuckers better stay out of these people's stores.
That kind of fits my COVID theory. Because COVID pushed everybody to do everything online. Niggas who never ordered online began to order online all of a sudden. Older people who weren't internet savvy had to learn. And now Walgreens is closing. They're closing the CVS because they stealing. They closed the Walmart in this motherfucker. These niggas stole Walmart to death. Used to be 2 Walmarts on Craig. There's only 1. Now everybody's crowded in this one fucking Walmart. And that's what they're doing. And then they offer better deals if you order online. But what you're not realizing and what you people aren't seeing is if they get you all to order online, great. That means we have to hire less of you motherfuckers. They already got self-checkouts in here. And it's one nigga monitoring the self-checkout system. When that used to be, because when you go to self-checkout, it's 3 on this side. That's 6 registers. That's 6 people without a job. Then they got another one over here that's more items self-checkout. So that's probably 9 people without a job now because they don't have to pay those people at the registers. What Boss is saying is real. I want to try my shit on. If it don't work, now they've eliminated it. Well, nigga, send it back and we'll do that. But it's only one nigga. One nigga can take all them returns. Joe, you got returns today. It's one nigga taking all the returns. Okay, he wants a medium instead of a large. And it's Joe. It's just one nigga doing that. They're eliminating the American jobs for people with this shit. They're eliminating the jobs. And it's kind of crazy, bro. That it's driving it that way. So it's good that the people did vote on that. For it, right. In a sense.
I'm gonna do some more. I'm gonna do some more digging into that because I'm not sure. He said Elon said that one does not stop people from smash and grab. It sends low level offenders to prison. Well,
you can't really stop the smash and grabs the way they do it because they do it in mild flashes.
Right. So even if they did smash and grab, that means that's a theft. When if we catch your face in that theft and we know it's you, your ass is going to prison. That does stop them. So they're gonna have to do a whole bunch of covering up and making sure, because now they're gonna set it to where I can grab your ass now. Security guards gonna be able to grab you. Police gonna be able to grab you when you running. Get your ass here. Watch how this shit gets set up. That's going to stop all that shit because it's taking people out of business, bro. And as it takes people out of business, it affects us because businesses spend their money in places where you got to eat, you got to do things. They spend their money in the community as well.
People work there. So if the stores close,
people ain't got
jobs.
If
it takes 40 people to run that Walmart I said is closed, that's 40 motherfuckers without a job. If it took 30 or 25 to run the CVS, that's 25 motherfuckers without a job. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking with us, and I don't think we realize it. Convenience is a double-edged sword because it's convenient.
I'm tired of going to Walmart. I'm tired of going to Walmart waiting on motherfuckers to come get me shit out of the goddamn thing because y'all done stole everything out of this motherfucker. I gotta get my toothpaste. I gotta wait for a motherfucker to get my toothpaste. Deodorant locked up. The soap pods locked up.
They got my Jamaican dread spray locked the fuck up. Like, why is black hair care locked up? And then this motherfucking
everything, man. That shit is going
Garnier.
Bang them out.
Garnier Fruitiste. That shit is right here available for King LD's in the house. Kiana Allen is in the house. She says she works at a bank and they are pushing people to use digital options. And they do. They push to use that digital option for sure. When you walk into McDonald's, they got that shit so you can order your meal and never talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? So they pushing for it. But like I said, that's eliminating jobs. That's eliminating a lot of jobs. But we are on the election, the winners, some of the props. There was another California one though, since we're on California. Let me go to that because, do I have it? Let me see. California slavery. And this one, I believe, went in favor of the system. Let's take a look. Shout out Seeley. I don't know if he's still with, what's that shit in the Bay called? Rap niggas, the website. Thizzler. I don't know if he's still on Thizzler or not. I believe he's kind of doing his own shit. But Seeley breaks down this California law. Let's take a look.
Next order of business we have is Proposition 6. This proposed amendment to California's Constitution would bar slavery in any form and repeal a current provision allowing involuntary servitude as punishment for a crime. And 54.9% of California said no, let them be slaves. Meaning if you take your ass to prison, they can legally make you work for literal change, literal kibbles and bits, while they make millions off the products you create, and you sit there and you have no say-so. So they just got more millions to put you and keep you in jail, and then when you get in there, they make you a slave. Yikes.
That's been going on since the beginning of time.
That's what I was saying, bro. People be so... I don't get it. I
But they could have
understand what
changed
they're
it. They
saying.
had it on the ballot to change it, but
They not gonna change that. That shit
That's how
is
they
how
make
they
all their
make
money.
money. What the fuck were people thinking? They not changing that thing. Even if we did, everybody just voted on it. They wasn't changing that anyway.
you think if
Period.
it went the other way, they would. You can't if we
They
voted.
still listen, man. Listen to me. This is how the game is played. That's what I'm trying to tell people. It's a game being played right in your face, and a lot of us don't know that the game is being played this way. Regardless, if we all went out and said "fuck it," and it was the term was yes by 100.
You don't think that would have changed in the prison system?
I
Because
still
how
want-
would it
because-
have changed? It would have been
Listen.
inmates don't no longer make shit,
My point.
or you have to
And-
raise
and
their wages.
You have to raise so you still gonna get. They still gonna make you work and pay you now a little more. That's all they gonna do. That shit ain't left nowhere, man. Period. That's why I got prison, man. That shit ain't left nowhere.
I
He just
gotta look a
babysitting
little
y'all.
more into that. But most of the niggas that I know, the jobs say they life. The jobs allow them to keep their sanity because they get to get up every day and go work. They don't really give a fuck about how much they, but the niggas will say it later. I worked every day for 3 cents an hour. But it was better than just laying in that cell doing the time that because they could take jobs away from them motherfucker. And then nigga, you just in a cell 24 hours a motherfucking day. Well,
my point.
22 hours a day or 23 and one to whatever the fuck. The jobs, you in jail. Like, nigga, you can't expect to get paid great. You in prison. But the jobs allow niggas humanization, to feel human again. I get up every day. I go to work. I come back. I'm not just in here staring at these walls. I'm not just in here thinking about my baby mama who's out there fucking around with Diego. You know what I'm saying? Like, man. So I'm not. That one I got to do more research on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got to do more research on that. But boss, the internet went crazy after the election. Let's take a look at some of the craziest posts that we saw during, before, and after the election. Somebody said, Beyonce, do something, bitch. There's nothing Beyonce can do. She had Beyonce. The beehive is big, but you beehive bitches did not go vote. What did they want Beyonce to do, boss?
Sing them to sleep so they didn't have to
God.
watch it.
Let's see what else they had. This was one of the big ones. Trump is anti-abortion. Somebody came to me and said, hey, you know he's anti-abortion. I said, I am too. At this age, I am. For other reasons, you know what I'm saying? But this young lady says, ain't finna be no more abortions. So if you get pregnant by Mr. Bent Up Shoes, oh well. Most of them is keeping the babies by Mr. Bent Up Shoes anyways. You're keeping the babies by Mr. Bent Up Shoes out of spite anyways. But I don't know how soon can he put a anti-abortion ban into play for the whole country?
I don't think I think he's not into doing it to the whole country. He's leaving it up to the states to do it. I think that's what he was saying.
Because Obama legalized gay marriages. But that wasn't him walking through the door. That was like almost on his way out.
Mm-hmm.
It took some time to get that bill and shit put together, and then they passed it, and then they put the rainbow shit all over the White House. I said, who the fuck did I vote for? But he didn't come in the door doing that. He gave him that, and then he gave us a few pardons, and he was out of there. That was closer to the end, I believe. If I'm wrong, y'all let me know. But let me see what else is on there. This young lady, her name is Coochie Mane. Coochie Mane LaFleur.
Coochie wash.
This bitch. Things I don't want to see complaints about on my timeline. Police brutality, rent prices, reproductive rights, education, civil liberties. I have more, but you get it. So many of you voted against your own best interest. Hope you're going viral for stupidity was worth it. All right. I believe rent prices are coming down regardless of who's in office because it was a blatant jump. Rent prices raising the way they raised was a blatant slap to the American people's face. COVID happened, everybody had bread, and motherfuckers started saying, I got 9 renters who want to rent my house now. They just started raising the prices, and the highest nigga, they let get it. They couldn't believe it. It was so much motherfucking money in the streets. This house was $1,100 a month. All of a sudden, it's motherfucker sat here for 6 months without me being able to find a renter. Then all of a sudden, I get all these applications. Everybody wants to rent it. I don't rent it. What do? I put it back on the market instead of at $1,100. I put it back up. Let me see. If I put it up for $1,600, what will it do? I get 12 more applications. I take that motherfucker back down. Like, this is crazy. I'm going to put it up for $1,800. And that's what was happening. Because as I moved and I looked around, I would see houses. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker never rented. It never rented. I put in an application. You motherfuckers took my application fee. And then I see that same house 6 months later still available. What they was doing was they was tweaking off of how much money everybody was getting. Boss, is you gone?
Yeah, I'm right here. I'm listening. But my thing is,
you're off the screen. But yeah, so I'm seeing houses. I'm seeing houses though available. Mm-hmm. I'm seeing this because I only like certain ones. But I'm like, damn, this motherfucker ain't rent. It's been 6 months. You didn't rent it, but I gave you an application, and I know I whooped the paperwork. I'm qualified for this motherfucker. My check stubs is crazy, and you didn't rent it to me, so somebody else must have had a better application. No. Y'all was tripping off of how much money was coming around, and you're talking to the neighbors and you're talking to other people and these companies, because you got companies who own 40 houses in the city. They own 40 houses in the city. So they realizing like, hey, hold on before you rent that. You know what I'm saying? Because something's happening. And they saw that something was happening, and it was a lot of money, and people were willing to pay because they ain't had the money. Shit, what we finna do? We finna get us a house. So everybody moved. Everybody got them a spot. Everybody rented some new, bigger, better shit, thinking, oh, I got this money, I'm gonna flip it, and then it didn't happen. Now everybody's evicted. And then, you know what I'm saying? Then they had, they had that code, because my nigga them had the coldest one. They had this shit where if you were behind on your rent or your power, they paid them shit for like 6 months. So niggas is getting that rent paid. So the renter is cool because the government is paying that shit for these 6 months. But the niggas ain't saving their money while it's happening. So when that period of them paying that rent and them power bills was over, niggas had to roll. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Yeah. A lot of people didn't pay attention to what was going on. I don't think what's going to happen is we're going to get a shift in the economy because this is just how the ball game plays, man. If y'all pay attention when Republicans and Democrats go back and forth, it's this year, Next year, no. No, when the terms come in. So we can go look at the Bush era when the Bushes was in, how shit was moving. It wasn't moving all that great. When his daddy came in, when the son came in, shit started moving better. You know, his first term. Second term, shit got shaky. We get Clinton. Shit started getting a little better.
Thank you. Who was that? Jackie Brown. Shout out Jackie Brown. And you know, every time you come back in, I got to adjust the audio. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Jackie. I caught it last time. This time I didn't catch it. Got you. Go ahead, boss.
Certain shit start changing, you know. So as we get presidents in and out, the shit it's always fluctuating, and they are doing that. It has nothing to do with us, people. It has nothing. I'm trying to help y'all understand. It really has nothing to do with us. It has something to do with the elite and how they're playing. And sometimes when the elite start playing the way they play, the power shifts up there. You know what I mean? They're on the same page. But when the power shifts, somebody's upset about something that didn't work, or a couple of men or women are up there. They're mad that certain shit didn't go their way, so they'll swing something. You know what I mean? They'll swing it to make it be what it is. So just don't pay that shit too much attention if you're not really into it. If you don't own property, if you're not in the 150,000 or more, if you ain't in the upper echelon, listen, I'm trying to tell you, stop letting this shit bother y'all. Don't let it bother y'all, because we've been through all this already. We've been through, if you're as old as I am, you've been through Reagan, Bush 1, Bush twice, Clinton twice, Obama twice, Sleepy Joe, and no, Trump, Sleepy Joe, and Trump again.
And that's the thing.
You're going to be okay.
That's the thing.
You just have to now understand when you move accordingly. So if you see that the house rates are down and people are out buying houses, get your shit in order to get ready to buy a house.
Get you one.
And get you one.
Desire.
If you desire that, I'm not telling everybody.
About,
everybody ain't able to go buy a house, and everybody
doesn't desire to, right? Because I'm that guy. I don't have any children to lead that motherfucker to. A 30-year loan. I'll be 74 years old. I don't desire it. Trying to get my money up so that I can live in Thailand a year, live in Mexico for a year. I want to be broadcasting from other countries and shit. When I'm around 55. When I'm around 55, I want to be on this motherfucker with boss in other countries, even if it's other cities. Like, fuck it, we live in Houston, bitch. I want to just travel at the end of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a desire to do that. But I'm glad you said something about Sleepy Joe, because a lot of this, I believe, are the people who voted him in's fault. A lot of people were so upset with the fact that they didn't like Trump,
that they pushed him on in.
They voted in a poor candidate. And remember when we kind of had a little, for no reason, we're arguing about politics on the sneaky link.
Yeah.
That was like that was kind of what I was saying. I was like, fuck it. We understand it's some fucked up shit, but you have to say one of you niggas are gonna be the team captain. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, one of you niggas is finna be the team captain. So there's no way in my right mind that I'm sitting here and I'm looking, I got Trump and I got Joe Biden. One of them has to be the team captain. I was saying, I just can't say I don't give a fuck which one it is, because I'm looking at this nigga like, okay, this nigga did all right already. This nigga look like he can't stay awake. And they voted him in out of spite for this nigga who did all right. He did all right. It took Obama 8 years to do his. Like, y'all didn't get the nigga to run. So I think a lot of the people that put Biden in office said, let me apologize. And they voted the other way. They voted the other way. And they blamed her for some of his shit, because she's his vice president. So she took some strays for Biden, because you right there. But at the end of the day, even though you're part of that administration, it's his say so before yours. Technically, we know it's the House and the Senate and all them anyways. But technically, we looking at this shit, but you right there with this nigga. Why the fuck is we gonna fuck with you and you right here with the nigga that got us in what we in right now? You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of people went against her this time because Biden ain't did shit. So that was something else I didn't want to miss. Shout out Aaron Miller's in the house. Marco S is in the building.
Yeah.
Nikita Ray Taylor is in the house.
We just gotta understand what this shit be about.
Let me read some more of these. Go ahead.
Because if we really paying attention, Obama came out and said Trump didn't do shit. That was my thing. He fell into my thing. So let's just say, okay, cool. That was Obama. That was never Trump. That shit that all went on never was Trump. That was Obama. Because Obama said, I gave him that economy when it was this way. Okay, cool.
Right.
So
and a lot of people, as you come in, it's already set up. So as whoever's before Obama, when Obama came in, he had at least 2 years of
Clinton.
whatever that nigga shit was.
Clinton.
Before he could change anything. Same shit. So,
right.
Yeah,
It's
Trump
already
was
set.
running on Obama shit, just like Biden's running on Trump shit. But
Trump shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And y'all don't want to and that's the part that I tell people of knowing about this shit is you got to understand how it even works first. And yeah, you may know policies. Yeah, you may know this and that, but you got to know how the machine works. And a lot of people don't know how the machine works. And if you don't know how the machine works, then you don't ever get it. You don't understand what's happening. And, I just want everybody to be okay. And I want everybody to know that we going to be okay. And we will be all right. Trust me. We done made it through shit. And if y'all think it's going to be worse,
right, because
you let these people tell you, oh, look at Agenda 47. Oh, look at Project 2025. Oh, bro, stop.
You're going to worry yourself to death.
Stop.
I got a text from a nigga that I never hear from. My daddy. He only texts me to brag about the fucking 49ers. I ain't gonna say that. Every now and then he will hit me and say, hey son, thought about you, how you doing? We barely mended our relationship. Those of you who know, I got a long, not so pleasant relationship with my father through my life, but we've mended our shit a little bit. But he'll hit me to gloat about the Niners and shit, or he'll like try to check me on some shit like, yeah, man. Glad I ain't hearing you in the street and shit no more. Nigga, if I had a daddy, I would have never been in the street, nigga. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? That kind of shit. But the nigga texts me though and says, son, and he came from I don't know where this nigga minded, but I believe it was a genuine place. He's like, son, and this is this morning, first shit I see on my phone. You probably sleep. You'll see this when you wake up. But be safe because that racist motherfucker. I'm looking like, nigga, what? This is, okay, I get the election going on and shit, but I ain't heard from you nigga in a week though. Like, so, right. Okay, this is what you want to talk about? So I say, hey, this nigga was our president before, remember? I'm still alive. I'm still alive. Nigga, he was the president before. I'm still alive. Nigga, what's gonna happen so crazy this time? Okay, cool. You believe that. You know what I'm saying? But
everybody believes the propaganda, bro. That's why I said this whole campaign shit was a smear. I was so tired of both of these motherfuckers smearing shit on their face. I'm like, Jesus. How do we know this ain't what
it kind of got like Kendrick and Drake when the baby songs and shit started coming out.
Yeah.
You beat your wife. You got a baby, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like that. Yeah. And then Kendrick came with Not Like Us and it was like, okay, we back to the fun shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what this election was. This election was like when Drake was like, you beat your wife. And then Kendrick was like, nigga, you're hiding a baby. Like, that's all they did on TV was disrespect each other. Let's look at a few more of these posts. Somebody said, black people have no allies. We have no allies. So let's pull back up this chart. White men 39% voted for Kamala. White women, 40%, 47%. Like, you got some white women to show up. Right. Black men, 78% of the black men who voted for her. Like, what allies do we need? Like, we had some allies, because having an ally means they're not pulling the weight. They're coming in to help you a little bit. So black people did our shit. If you're looking at this, black people did, the ones who voted. They did their job. And then we had some assistance from the other races. But what I said we lacked was not enough black women voted. Not enough. So we do have allies. I guess that's the narrative they want to paint. We don't have no allies, but I guess
it's always going to be a narrative that they're going to paint to make it seem like it's something that it wasn't. So
we don't have no allies. We don't need no allies, motherfucker. We go do what the fuck we need to do. Somebody said pretending to be black that long had to be exhausting. Had to be exhausting. Let me see this. Now this fucked me up. I'm watching the news and they're saying there's a new hurricane that's brewing and on the motherfucking way. I want to say it's Helene or some shit like this, right? Mm-hmm. Boy, motherfuckers went crazy in the comments. And it's my sisters. Because they immediately said, might not come when you need him, but he's always on time. Oh, Raphael. Raphael is the name of the new hurricane that's brewing over there. Raphael. Somebody said Raphael is doing God's will. Somebody else said, gotta save my prayers for women's rights and things like that. So, and this guy right here was one of the ones I agree with. You can see my like on his comment. He says, man, wishing death on people because you have different political views is insane. Be careful what you ask for. You know what I'm saying? And Desi Jenkins, who's usually on here sometime, said, fuck him. She's a cold-hearted motherfucker. And that right there is going to make me ruffle some goddamn feathers, because that's kind of sort of part of the reason why she wasn't able to win, because a lot of people initially said women are emotional and irrational. So as soon as Kamala loses and there's the announcement of a hurricane, black women said, I hope they all die. I hope they all die down there because they voted for the wrong shit. That's crazy to wish death on motherfuckers due to a hurricane. I said, and that right there, ladies, is why you can't run this motherfucker, because you gonna blow Russia the fuck up. Boom! Fuck them. Fuck them. Irrationally. Because wishing death on everybody, we lost the South. Kamala lost the South, but that doesn't mean everybody in the South didn't fuck with her. Like, to wish everybody death down there is crazy. Y'all are too emotional. That one right there made me realize y'all are very too much emotional. But here's another funny one right here, Money Boss. Boosie Boo, shout out Lil Boosie. As soon as he saw that Trump won, he got on the goddamn internet and Boosie said, hey, can you pardon me on my Fed case? I am a nonviolent felon. The courts ruled that a nonviolent cannot be charged with a 922G. The judge dismissed my case, but the ruling has been appealed. So once again, I was indicted. I'm fighting this case. This is the exact case to U.S. versus Duarte that was ruled unconstitutional. Oh, one more thing. Can you sit down with me and talk about you giving police immunity? I think this will motivate officers to commit deadly crimes. Please don't do this. Anyways, congratulations on your win. Let's get this money and drop these taxes. Little nigga, you sent a heartfelt message to the new motherfucking president on Instagram. Nigga. Is that how Lil Boosie should have did that, or should he had a guy call a guy to call a guy? Or did he throw his hat in the motherfucking circles?
Threw his hat in the was having a circle and seeing what it was gonna fit. You know what I mean? I think he did a motherfucking excellent job. But police already got immunity. I don't know what y'all keep like. It's already immunity for police, man. It's just certain shit. How can I say this? Certain shit that they do, they get immunity for already. It's just how it works. What y'all don't understand. So don't think he's gonna. Well, if they do this, automatically it's over. Don't ask them nothing. Don't say nothing. It's not. It don't work like that, people. So stop letting people influence y'all to believe everything that you hear about what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen. This man may have a whole different heartfelt about how shit went the first time and want to change it this time. We don't know what's going on.
We don't know how it's going to play.
These motherfuckers, we don't know how it's going to play out, but we're going to find out. And again, people,
you in a different place.
Regardless.
You in a different place in your room?
Yeah.
Because it might be your
Why is that going?
I think your internet ain't the.
No, I got same internet. I don't know.
Is you in a corner internet or something now? Like the internet might not be reaching where
I'm actually in the middle of the floor. I'm in the middle of the floor. I was up against the wall. Now I'm in the middle of the floor.
You keep freezing. I'm trying to figure out, is it the internet not being able to reach where you at? Where the router at? In the front, on the wall on the outside of where you at?
Yeah, right where I'm at.
Okay, I don't know. That motherfucker keep freezing. But we thugging it through.
Maybe the motherfucking box needs to be updated. Because I can see me on my computer.
Because you never do this, and today you changed your shit. So I'm like, maybe it's your location that got the internet a little off. You know what I'm saying? But we'll look at the last few of these comments. Billie Eilish says it's a war on women. God damn. Billy, it's not a war on women, man. Like, what the fuck? I hate these narratives, bro. I hate these narratives because you, Billy, are a white woman. You are a white woman, and out of everybody in the country who voted, white women voted for Trump more. 39% of all votes were white women. This election was decided by the votes of white women. There is no war. There is no motherfucking war on women. There is no war on women. Women decided this motherfucking vote. And white women held the majority vote in all of this shit. So, Billy, you are out of fucking pocket. You just talking out your motherfucking ass. This fucked me up too. Somebody tried to do this. They are not like us. What does this even mean?
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Nigga, what did you talk about?
They was just on the internet doing a bunch of shit. One of the niggas that I hated through this whole process was Plies. I hated to see this nigga on the internet every single goddamn day. I hated to see him on the internet. And it was all good just a week ago, after the election rally, I guess, Kamala had. Plies was excited. Let's take a look.
Don't you say nothing else. Motherfucking say nothing else to him. Motherfucking Harris house. She put motherfucking ass to the belt tonight. You were trying to motherfucking run too. You were trying to.
And after the election last night.
Definitely want to jump on here real quick, man, and check on y'all and make sure that y'all was good. Just make sure that y'all was okay. Don't know if y'all can even see my arms, but if I could hug each and every one of y'all who needed a hug right now, man, and just let you put your head on my shoulder and just get off what you want to get off, God knows I would. I was just thinking to myself, man, I wish I had something big enough that I could invite whoever wanted to come, just to sit around and do nothing and just check on each other and make sure that each other was good and everybody was holding up okay. I don't ever watch the election night. I always catch it the following morning. Well, at least I did the last election and this one. So I'm pretty much getting the information that a lot of y'all probably had last night, probably a little over an hour ago, and just kind of processing a little bit of the information to me, and definitely want to jump on here and let y'all know, just because the person that you felt should have won didn't make it across the finish line, don't for a second allow yourself to question your beliefs and what it is that you stand for. Because just because some results didn't go how you foreseen them to go, it doesn't mean that you wrong about anything. All elections mean, or anytime somebody voting on something, is that this group of people, the majority, wanted to try this over here more so than they want to try this over here, for whatever their reasons is. One thing this election did teach me is something that he knew is something that I didn't know. That character no longer matters. That all the dark and divisiveness and all the things he said, he knew people wanted that. I just didn't think that they did. So this whole notion of America, this is America. No, this is exactly.
Shut up, nigga.
Belt to ass. Belt to ass, nigga.
I like Plies with the ski mask. I don't like political Plies. I like Goon.
Belt to ass, little nigga.
Yeah, he lied and shit. Yeah, I wasn't watching. I'm really realizing this. Nigga, you ain't no way the whole world's watching this shit. And as crazy as you went every day you were watching, you saw what the fuck was going on, because you made a post and was like, we got Pennsylvania. We seen you happy that she won the first few states. And then I didn't see the results till this morning. Shut up, nigga. You lying. Fake ass nigga. Internet shit, man.
Stop wearing that motherfucking hat, though. I bet you that. That hat wasn't on his head today.
Katrina559 says he should have went and performed too. That's the thing, nigga. You did all that and wasn't invited. She didn't want you there. And he did a whole song for her. If you go to Ply's Instagram right now, that nigga did a whole song. Did a whole song.
He jump on anything at the time. I see that's his move, though.
Whatever the new word is.
Yeah, he jumps on it. He jumps on it and makes it his thing when he do it. So, shout out to Plies, bro. I know you feel kind of slumber or something, but hey, man, shit happens, homie.
Shit happens.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't like political Plies.
I thought you was a little smarter than what you were, but I see you not. I thought you would understood what this game was that's being played, but I see you didn't. You was falling for the mush pot.
I don't like him at all. Let me get to the last bit of this shit. The thing was this. The election took place. Kamala was set to appear at one of the most prestigious colleges in our country, Howard University. Win or lose, she was supposed to come out and address these people who supported her, who rallied behind her. They were turned up. Let's take a look at the Howard University election party. Bless their hearts. Them kids was out there dancing their hearts out. Dancing their hearts out. And then this nigga comes and he makes the announcement that Kamala Harris will not speak tonight. She will address the nation tomorrow. Sore loser. Sore loser.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Sore loser. She
I don't know.
elected to not speak anymore. She canceled that engagement. She elected not to speak anymore. You know what I'm saying? However, it started to be reported that she made the phone call. I think that's part of your presidency. When you sign your shit, you have to, as somebody that's running, you have to congratulate the other one, because she made a call to Donald Trump and she congratulated him on his win. But I don't like it because you congratulated him on his win before addressing the motherfuckers who stood behind you through this shit. And then she came out and she addressed the people today. And she let them know that, yeah, I did call Trump and congratulate him. Let's take a look.
I thank you. I thank you all. Look, I am so proud of the race we ran and the way we ran it. And the way we ran it. Over the 107 days of this campaign, we have been intentional about building community and building coalitions, bringing people together from every walk of life and background, united by love of country with enthusiasm and joy in our fight for America's future. And we did it with the knowledge that we all have so much more in common than what separates us. Now, I know folks are feeling and experiencing a range of emotions right now. I get it. But we must accept the results of this election. Earlier today, I spoke with President-elect Trump and congratulated him on his victory. I also told him that we will help him and his team with their transition, and that we will engage in a
classy in the end. You congratulating him in the end. But I just don't like her addressing, I don't like her congratulating him before addressing those people that she was scheduled to address. Had it not been scheduled, cool. You did it that way and then you did it that way. But those people were out there waiting on you. And you left them hanging. I didn't like that. You left those people hanging.
She was hurt. She was crying. She was crying. No,
that's why you gotta be. That's what I'm saying. That's
nigga.
I hate to say it, but
Tim Walz was crying.
Who?
Her vice president that was running with her, he was crying.
It was a lot of people crying. I actually got pictures of niggas crying.
You feel me? Like, so she couldn't come out and speak last night because she was too embarrassed, bro. That was an embarrassment. So she prolonged that because now she got to get herself, back to, when you up so high. Have you ever been in a tree and you thought, you can get higher, and you got up higher in that tree, and you stepped over and a branch broke and you fell all the way down?
Damn.
You know how that feels?
You got to do all again.
Like, you got to take a while. You got to take a while because you might have lost your breath. You might thought your arm is broke, your back is broke. It's going to take you a while to get up. Like, you're going to be there like, oh, yeah. Oh, no. I hurt something.
Here's Kamala's husband and her stepchildren. They were crying too. Everybody cried today. Everybody cried when she came and did her shit. Everybody cried. Everybody cried.
That's Tim Walz. No, that's her husband, huh?
Yeah, that's her husband and her stepchildren right there.
That's crazy, man. And y'all really fell for this shit right here.
Everybody cried. Uh-huh.
Y'all fell for that shit right there. A black woman with no kids and adopted white kids. Y'all crazy as a mother.
I'm just saying. To show strength for these people who are technically the strongest fucking people in the world, you were supposed to bring your ass out there. Hold your head high. Hold your head high. And get that same speech you gave the following day. But you couldn't do it.
She was, Yeah, she was defeated. I mean, she was it was took everything out of her. She was depleted. She just couldn't do it. You know what I mean? And I understand it. You know, because she really, really, really had hope. The hope of lying to you motherfuckers and telling you motherfuckers shit. She did it. She had hopes on these lies was gonna resonate. These lies was gonna pull her over the top. These lies and this fake ass shit that she was doing was gonna get her over the top. And it really it didn't resonate. It depleted her. So I understand. I do. You know what I mean? She really was right there. She's like, yes, I did it to these motherfuckers. I told them I was a black woman that went to Howard, and I'm a sorority sister, and my dad's black, and my grandma taught me how to make collard greens. And
in the bathroom.
She really believed all that. She really believed everything she was saying to y'all was resonating in y'all's souls, and that was going to get her over the top, and that shit was like that branch in that tree. She made that one step. Boom. That motherfucker broke.
Crumble.
Timber.
That's crazy.
She couldn't get up off the ground.
If this is
That's
your
all.
leader, if this is your representative, if you stood behind that, I feel you should feel some type of way about it. Because a motherfucker didn't come stand and look at you and say, we fought. I mean, she came and did it the next day.
Right.
But you had all these kids out here dancing and parading and singing, and we were supposed to do this together. Win or lose, we supposed to do this together, and you didn't do that.
Oh, no. Oh, no, that ain't how the game plays, D.
Nah, that I do know. That I know, but I'm just explaining it to motherfuckers who stood, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's win or lose with us. When you lose, what your coach say? Y'all get over there, y'all huddle up.
Y'all get over there. Yeah, shake hands.
We lost. We got some shit to change. You niggas is running tomorrow. You niggas is doing suicide. But hold your head up. We played a good fucking game. We lost by 1 at the buzzer, though. Get in line, shake hands with these niggas, and let's go home. Like, hold your head up, though. Like, hold your head up. Like, that whole shit that you're taught as a kid, because it's not how many times you fall, it's how many fucking times you get up. That's what you're supposed to be setting for these young ladies who are following you. You know what I'm saying? But
just depends on how hard the motherfucking fall.
Yeah, but I mean, technically, that's the example you're supposed to set for the people that are following you. But that you're not even that kind of leader. You're not even that kind of motherfucking leader. You know what I'm saying? That shit upset me. And you know what I'm saying? I'm on the other side of the shit, but that shit upset me. You know what I'm saying? But in other news, this shit kind of fucked me up. I mean, it's an accomplishment. And I forget this nigga is from Stockton. But Hollywood Unlocked Jason Lee was elected to Stockton City Council. I didn't even know nigga was running, but I saw him saying he had aspirations to be on the city council in his city of Stockton. It's a lot of Stockton niggas. And you know who else is from Stockton? I didn't know who was from Stockton. The buff nigga, the plumber nigga.
Oh yeah,
that went viral. He's from Stockton. I watched his interview on No Jumper. The nigga did all this time in a pen, all kind. Like I learned some shit, but he's from Stockton. So shout out Stockton, California. They getting a lot of motherfuckers in the mix.
And that nigga that went viral with the green eyes that everybody was going after. He's from Stockton.
The model nigga, the criminal model was from Stockton?
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
He's from Stockton. I didn't know that. Stockton is on the rise.
Yeah, he's from Stockton.
Stockton is on the rise. We gotta get in the mix. Fresno, we gotta get in the mix. One of you niggas go viral for something. You know what I'm saying? What else is there on here? Do I want to listen to this motherfucker?
You might want to.
Cardi B came out, gave her speech after last night's announcement that Kamala would not be speaking and addressing the nation. She decided she would. Let's take a look.
fucking sad. I'm fucking sad. I'm sad. I hate. I don't know. I'm just really fucking annoyed. I see that Kamala didn't come out to talk at Howard, and as strong as she is, as strong as she is, no matter what, I know that she's probably emotional right now. I know there's probably a lot going on in her mind, and I know she's not listening to this, but she eventually will see it. I just hope that she knows that no matter what happened tonight, that millions of people are proud of her. I'm proud of her. Women around the world are proud of her. Women of color are proud of her. Listen, I'm going to let y'all know this right now, okay? So little trumpets, like, y'all won. I know y'all happy, whatever the fuck. Ain't nobody acting like bitter losers. However, y'all need to leave me the fuck alone. Because I got one more fucking cigarette in me before I start lighting your asses up. Alright? And that's word to the United States of motherfucking America. Yeah. States of motherfucking America. Yeah.
There was no sound on the first video.
Between me and you know how I can hit and get the sound to play out? Or no sound? I think it's your internet. Bro.
It was probably, no, I think it was just that video. Because I saw words, like I see words. As I watch the screen, I see words. I didn't see words on that video. Let me see if I hit it again. What happened?
I feel like there was a lot of things that went wrong. I feel like last year they kept her too much in the background. And a lot of people were asking, but what was Harris doing? What was Harris doing? And I know for a fact that she just didn't have much power last year. I feel like they kept her a lot in the background last year. And
yeah, it was out of here.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about. I can hear it if I turn my phone up. But between me and you know how this thing, how we got this set up through the box. If I hit, now we're gonna have an echo because I got the sound. You know how we had an echo when I turned the sound on the laptop.
You didn't go back.
I didn't hear it. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't change nothing because we good the way we are.
No, yeah, so it's like I just turned my. Be like, I don't know. I didn't change nothing.
I just turned my sound up on my phone when you do it, when you play it. So,
that's crazy.
We good.
But Cardi was let down. How do you feel about Cardi being let down?
I don't have no feelings about nobody being let down. I feel like, you know, we all we want who we want to win. We want what we want to go on in the direction we feel like it should go on. And I don't feel nothing harsh about people that went for her and lost. I don't have no hard feelings about none of the shit. Because like I told y'all before, I don't give a fuck about neither one of them. But if y'all understand how this game works, then you would understand why she wasn't going to win. You knew she didn't have a chance of winning. I've been saying this since the beginning. If you go back in the podcast and check, she don't have a chance of winning because the way this world is set up in the upper echelon, how they move, they're not going to put her in position yet. No, they're not. They're not going to do that. The reason why Obama even made it is because they got a rule and they tell us all we do is bark. And if we keep letting them bark, they'll stop barking.
So they gave us one and we won't have another one of those for a long time.
It's over because that's the way they shut us up. They shut us up with that one. We gave y'all that. So now you're going to bark. And we're going to let y'all bark because after a while, y'all will stop barking. That's how they do it.
My prediction is Gavin Newsom running sometime in the near future. But I believe we will see more Hispanic people running at some point. Which is why when you watch how they voted, it's like a 50-50. Half of them are Republican, half of them are Democrat. They're involved. When you look at the economy of California, a lot of the real estate companies, a lot of the public school system, the head of those things are Hispanic. California is the biggest, one of the biggest states, and then the only other biggest state also has a heavy Hispanic presence, which is Texas. Texas is heavily Hispanic influence. So I think we will see some other nationalities. Does that count?
No.
That's a separate entity.
That's a total separate thing.
Because they kind of made it women as a thing. Women kind of like with Hillary and Kamala, they both became like Hillary wasn't like a white woman's running. It was like a woman is running. Kamala was running. She's a black. The black people put it on as a black woman's running, but you saw the white women saying, "Oh, we got a woman running." It was a woman running.
Right.
And the votes wasn't that bad on from that side. Let me go back and look at what white women voted for her.
But it just doesn't.
It was about a 50-50 though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
51% white women. So it was a women. So the women have become their own category in a sense.
Category, right?
So you got
and
black,
you got white, and
then you have men versus women. So there's new categories in this shit. Because it used to just be two categories: Republican, Democrat. Those were your two categories. Then it became Obama, so it was like a minority. So you got Republican, Democrat, and you got this minority thing or a black thing, if you want to make it. Then women came into play. So now you got Republican, Democrat, minority, and women. So I think we'll see some more shit.
And they gave us all this shit. They gave us all this. Because Obama wasn't even black.
The earth. Well, we know that.
Right. I'm just saying, they gave us the black man in our face. They gave us this man to make us believe this is the black man.
Black.
But the nigga
he
ain't gonna never
he had the black daddy though, so that technically made him black, though, right? Or no?
His daddy, his name is Barry Soetoro.
Fuck what his name is. Was his daddy black?
No, his daddy was mixed. That's what I'm saying. The information they give us it be what they want us to know. But when you start digging and start looking into shit, like, man, hold on.
Because Kamala's father was what? Mixed
white.
too?
With white.
Her mama was black? Or her mama's the Indian?
Her mama Indian. So, if your daddy is white, you white.
The majority. That's why I asked, was Obama's daddy?
Your daddy is white, you're white.
But so Obama's daddy
is
cut.
Jamaican.
Obama's father had a cut?
Cut, yeah. He was cut. Yeah. So her daddy is Jamaican. Now when they say Jamaican, so we all say, oh, he Jamaican, he black. Right? That's what we say. But there's white Jamaicans over there too.
But he wasn't Jamaican.
He wasn't nigga Jamaican, black Jamaican. He wasn't, he was Jamaican, but he was white. His daddy is thoroughbred white man.
That's crazy.
Her grandfather's a thoroughbred white man.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. So we run on shit just because we run on it and we don't take time to go look. It's all you gotta do is go do some research.
Yeah,
go pull up her grandfather. Just go pull up Kamala Harris' grandfather and watch this white man pop up.
That's crazy. All right, I got a couple things before we get out of here. We know the Young Thug is free. Deion Sanders made this post. He said, I talked to her and Thug on FaceTime last night. It's happening. He's referencing his Thug's sister. He says he's going to have Thug at a Colorado game before the season's over. I don't know if he'll be performing. I don't know if he's going to be hanging on the sideline. But I think this is good. I think this is what, in order for Thug to do 15 years on probation, this is the kind of shit he need to do. He need to go be around positive motherfuckers. And not just positive, Deion.
Right.
Deion is somebody that had the money, had the women, had the jewelry, had the controversy, had to chill out too. Deion could have easily got into it at a club, had a fight. Dion easily could have had an entourage of niggas around him who fucked up his career. And he was a rich ass, flamboyant, shining ass. He was one of the ones who was able to navigate through stardom and fame. How do you feel about Thug going to pull up on Dion and spend a little time?
Good mentor. Dion's a great mentor. Dion, in his older age now, you know, he can help Thug get through this shit. You know what I mean? If he keeps Dion around him, or he stays around Dion and let Dion kind of mentor him through the things he's doing and how he's doing it, he can get through it. But he ain't gonna live in the house with Dion.
Right.
Dion ain't gonna be in the house with him.
Yeah, you're going one game.
Yeah, you're going one game. So it's gonna be up to Thug to take whatever Dion tells him.
Right.
Yeah, and try to navigate through this world with that information and
make a good game. But I think he should do that. Not just that one. After that, he should go spend some time with some people who kind of made it where you trying to get, who've had the adversity. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said he's from Modesto, boss. I think the guy with the eyes is from Modesto.
He is. He was born in Modesto, but I think he was raised in Stockton.
He was running the streets of Stockton.
He is born. I looked at that too. He was born in Modesto, but a lot of people say he really was in Stockton a lot. So, I don't know. I know he was born in Modesto. I've seen that. But.
Jamie Walker Johnson in the house. Flawless of the West Coast Dream Team in the house. Dana Rucker's in the building. All right, we ain't gonna hold y'all too long. We just really came to just stunt for
glow. Yeah, we just came to glow.
We just came to stunt. You know what I'm saying?
Just came to tell y'all. I told y'all so.
We came to stunt. But this is going viral.
I told y'all.
There's a.
Hello, motherfucker.
There's a social media influencer, podcaster, streamer, whatever you want to call him, DDG. Shout out DDG. He's a very good rapper too. Nigga should rap more, but he makes more money. He just makes money sitting on live every day, so he doesn't rap as much. But when he does do music, it's good. DDG though. DDG has a baby by Halle Berry. Halle Berry, I think is her name. Not Halle Berry. What's her name? Halle something. I don't know, whatever. She played the Little Mermaid. That's all I know her for. Everybody else knows. She was in The Color Purple too, I think. I don't really follow her like that.
Halle Bailey.
Bailey. I said Berry. That's close to Halle Berry. Halle Berry. Halle Bailey. Bailey.
Halle Bailey, yeah.
Halle, okay. So, they have a baby together. They've been together for quite some time. They have a baby, then split. DDG is on Kai Sinai's live night before last night or something. And it didn't sit too well with Halle. Let's take a quick look.
Keep telling people. Shit, I'm not gonna lie. He looked just like Daryl, bro. There. Oh my gosh. It's Halo himself, live in the flesh. Now, Halo, you don't know this, but I'm your uncle. You feel what I'm saying? I'm your uncle. When you were born and stuff like that, I got to see, your dad reveal you and stuff. So it's a pleasure to meet you, Halo.
Shake him up.
So what he be doing?
He be chilling. He really calm. He just woke up though.
How it feel being a dad though?
I ain't gonna lie, it still feel kind of fake.
Really?
A little bit, but.
Bro, you got a son, bro.
Yeah, you gotta have one.
When do you think I should have a son?
I don't see him doing nothing wrong. You had a baby by a nigga who makes his money going live on the internet all the time. Your baby is all over your Instagram page. You post them. Videos, pictures, you post them. But she released this statement, boss. Let me see what you think about this. She says, "Hi, everyone. Just so you know, I'm out of town and I do not approve of my baby being on stream tonight. I wasn't told or notified and I am extremely upset to have my baby in front of millions of people. I am his mother and protector, and saddened that I wasn't notified, especially when I'm out of town. Is that not his daddy? He's with his daddy. What do you think about this whole debacle?
This is why we need the abortion situation in place. Why? Because some people make a mistake and have a baby with a motherfucker that they shouldn't have a baby with. You know what I mean? And for a motherfucker to feel like they have more authority over a child that two people made, that's where I draw the line. Like, women do it all the time. I know some men that do it, though. I'm not just going to say women. I know some men that do it. Like, you can't have my baby around these people, or you can't do this with my child. My. And then when shit go left, it ain't mine no more. It's ours. And that's why you're going to pay child support for our baby. Oh, wait, I thought you said it was mine. How is it all yours when you're mad, and then it's ours when you want me to pay? That's the problem right there, bro. Like,
yeah,
if you putting your baby, you were the star in Little Mermaid, and you're taking pictures and posting your child over the internet, hundreds of thousands of people are seeing it.
Millions. She has way more followers than him. Millions. She's
For
way
real?
bigger.
Oh, you have, so then you can't say shit.
Same shit.
Because you're doing it. And you ain't asking him, is it okay if we post child and put it on there? Like, women do this a lot, and these weak-ass men that get custody of their kids do it to the mamas, too. You motherfucking weak people need to grow the fuck up.
But you literally
y'all didn't have a baby by yourself.
You had a baby by a nigga who does this for a living. He's at work. On that stream, he's getting a percentage of that. Like, you had a baby by a nigga who goes on the internet for a living, and you don't want him to be on the internet with the baby. That is crazy, but he can be on the internet on your shit. And I know you're not ass. Yeah, if you decided to go on fucking the Red Table Talk and took the baby, he can't say, hey, you got my baby on there. I don't want my baby with you and Jada. He can't say that. And that's crazy because it's y'all baby. Motherfuckers need to understand it take two to make the baby. It's two to raise the baby.
Right.
The baby belongs to both of y'all.
That baby was swimming in these nuts for a long time.
And I saw a nigga say that. That was crazy because a lady made in the comments, he's the father, but he didn't push him out. That nigga said he pushed him right on out these nuts.
Yes, he did.
He pushed him out.
Them motherfuckers right up out them nuts.
He pushed him out, and then you pushed him back out. You know what I'm saying? It took his push to make your push. This shit is crazy, man. Before we get out of here, just some quick funny shit. Cartoon dog. You can only take one of these cartoon dogs home. One of these cartoon dogs have to live in the boss palace. Which of these cartoon dogs would you allow to live in your house with you? Scooby-Doo? Clifford get big as fuck. Stewie talks. I don't know that little funny looking dog, but he's from one of them cartoons. Somebody tell us what the funny pink dog's name is. Snoopy.
That's not Ren and Stimpy. No,
yep, you right. That's Ren. Or Stimpy. Yep, you right. Goofy. What's the Jetsons dog? Is that the Jetsons dog?
Elroy.
Is that Droopy? What's that nigga name right there? Droopy? Goofy. So if that's Goofy, that's both of them is Goofy then, right? That's just another version of Goofy. First dog Goofy at the bottom. Goofy. No. First dog at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
And then the one in the green hat. They're both Goofy. They're just later versions of Goofy.
Later versions of each other, yeah.
And then there's the 2-for-1 Lady and the Tramp. 2-for-1 Lady and the Tramp. Boss, what dog is you allowing to stay in the crib with you? In the comments, what dog is you allowing? No, somebody said Coward the Friendly Dog. Who's Coward the Friendly Dog?
Oh, no, Coward.
Coward the Friendly Dog.
The red dog. That's what she probably talking about.
The red dog is Clifford for sure.
Yeah. That's the only dog. Coward.
Who the fuck is Coward? Coward the Friendly
I don't
Dog.
know.
Kiana says she's taking Lady. Who's living in the crib with you? You want a dog that can sit there on the couch and have a conversation with you? You're taking Stewie. You want a dog who can find shit you lose? You take Scooby. He solves crimes. Oh, she said the pink dog that we said was Ren or Stimpy was the cowardly dog. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure who he is, so I'll take your word for it. Who you taking?
I'm taking Snoopy. I'm taking Snoopy.
Boss is taking Snoopy.
Cause he always outside doing whatever the fuck he want to do.
Just laying on some shit.
Your ass there.
I'm taking
going outside and you don't say nothing.
I'm taking Lady and the Tramp because I'm gonna sell they puppies. I'm starting a dog puppy selling business.
Shout out to my nephew Samad. They just walked in the building.
He said the pink one, so I think he means Coward.
Okay.
Coward the Friendly Dog. That nigga name is Coward. That's crazy.
Coward.
Coward.
I don't know.
Yeah, that dog is the one I didn't know. Out of all the goddamn dogs, you know what I'm saying? But it's Money Making Motivation Monday, man. Secret Menu Podcast. Money Making Motivation Monday. It is Hump Day. It's Wednesday. I'm in a time
Hump Day.
I went all the way back 2 days. It's Hump Day. I'm tripping. Give us some words of wisdom, some game to get us over the hump, boss.
We just watched something happen that probably hasn't happened, which they said hasn't happened in forever. The oldest man to ever become the president. And with that, we have watched a shit show. We have watched two candidates put on a mere shit show. And so what I want the people to understand is this. This is some game on for the kids. And I've been saying it all day today because I feel like people are in fear of shit. Stop allowing people to prey on your fears of what you're scared of that you don't know is possible or is going to happen. Live your life. Live it to the fullest. You have a number that's invisible on your back. And when they call it, it's checkout time. You got to go. So while you're here, enjoy everything about being here. You don't know where you're going after you leave this place. You don't know what's going to happen with you when you leave this place. But we do know we leaving this place. So don't allow nobody to place fear on your life. Don't allow nobody to play or put any kind of crazy nonsense in your head that you believe everything somebody's saying to you. Take time out and really understand you're here and you only get one life to live. Enjoy it while you can. Stop letting people try to get you off and get you into some other world that you don't know nothing about and you don't care about. Take care of your kids. Love your family. Hug your family. Love your loved ones, man, and keep living your motherfucking life.
Well put. We appreciate y'all tapping in. We appreciate y'all bearing with us in a few little technical difficulties that we had. We got on short notice because we just came to stunt for Trump real quick. About it. On a serious note, ladies, quit blaming black men. We didn't do it. We didn't lose this election. I say quit blaming everybody, but if you really want to blame somebody, you got to blame your fellow sisters because they did not show up. White women showed up, and they are the majority of the voters that voted. White women are the majority of the people who voted. So if you want to blame anybody, you got to blame yourself. Quit blaming black men for this because 75% of us who showed up voted in that direction. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? Woke up today, life was just like it was yesterday. And it's gonna be the same tomorrow. Whatever happens that begins to happen and shit, we gotta deal with it like we've been dealing with it. You know what I'm saying?
But we'll figure it out.
Unless it's something utterly life changing like COVID. That shit changed us and we had to realign. But if
figure it out.
Other than that, it's like the rest of our whole lives. All our lives have been exactly the same other than those 2 years. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all tapping in. We appreciate
in the
y'all
words of Kendrick Lamar, we gonna be all right. And in the words of Boosie Little Dog, I told y'all, motherfuckers. I told y'all.
Hello, motherfucker.
I told y'all.
Kiana Allen said, I stood in a line of 100 people last night and I was the only black woman. I didn't even mention that. I went to 2 different polling places. I went to the first one when I got off the phone with you, and I was in line, and then there was a fireman. It was a black lady behind me, though. I could see none in front of me. Just one who was in line behind me. None in front of me. No black women in front of me. Just the one behind me. And then there was this fireman. He had on his full like fireman sweatsuit, Las Vegas fire, whatever. And he turned around and he was like, "Hey, bro, I got this app. It shows other polling places." He said it's a 12-minute wait over here. We had an hour and 20-minute wait over here. So he told me where it was. I drove to another polling place, got in and out fast. So I actually did my vote at a different location, but at that location, only one other black woman. So like I said, if anybody, don't blame nobody, but don't blame black men is what I want to hear. But if you gonna blame a motherfucker, if you must blame somebody, you gotta blame your motherfucking selves, because y'all wasn't out there.
Blame yourself.
Outside. I don't see the I voted stickers on my timeline. I didn't see it from y'all. Although I saw all the opinions and all the hate and all the motherfucking... I seen all that. I didn't see y'all at the polls. I did not see y'all at the polls. I actually seen more black men at the polls. But we appreciate y'all tapping in. This shit is over. We glad it's over. I know Boss is glad this shit is over. I know Boss is glad this shit is over.
I'm ready to move into the motherfucking... The mortgage rates going down. I'm ready to move into... If the mortgage rate's going down, I mean the houses is gonna go up. I'm into what motherfucking grants and loans and shit he's gonna pass through. What legislation gonna pass through to get the economy down. I'm wondering. I want to get to if we're gonna get the oil prices right so the fucking gas prices can go down. Motherfucker, I just went to the gas station in my big ass truck and the fucking gas is $7 for diesel. Bitch, when? Where? Yes. Why?
I'm ready for gas to
91 go down. Is $5.99.
I'm ready
Bitch,
for gas to go down. I'm ready for eggs to go down. I'm ready for milk to go down.
I'm ready. Let's get the economy back to booming where motherfuckers can live. We are tired of trying to make shit happen. And I got one other thing to say, and I'm done with this. If you motherfuckers is talking about, oh, we gonna be slaves, you already a motherfucking slave. You been a slave.
That shit was
if you don't work for your motherfucking self, you're slaving for somebody else.
Already.
So talk about it. If you don't know, now you know.
Anyway,
okay?
Already.
That's just what it is, people. Let's get down to the nitty gritty and stop worrying about shit that you don't have no concern. Mm-hmm. You make $40,000 a fucking year. It don't affect you
at all. It don't.
Sorry.
Let's get
I'm not
to this
being
bag.
funny.
No, for real.
Let's get to this money.
Let's get to the money.
There's money out here, and it's going to be out here. I'm not saying he giving out no money. I'm not telling you nothing. But when you get a businessman that does business, all he does is business. Take heed to why he's there.
It's on you to
he's
unlock
there to
and take advantage of the business shit that's put in place.
Of the business shit that's there.
Right.
That's it, man. Y'all gotta stop worrying about shit that you don't control. You have no control of it. It don't pertain you. Let's get to the shit that pertain you. You motherfuckers want to start making money? I got 5,000. Who got 5,000? Can we get these motherfuckers to put up 5,000 and we go buy some motherfucking land and put a tiny home or a couple of tiny homes on it? We can go build a whole motherfucking community of tiny homes. Arizona just did it. You motherfuckers is worried about the wrong shit. Stop buying eyelashes. Stop buying wigs. Nigga, stop buying fucking rims. Nigga, stop buying these fake ass chains. I'm telling you what's going on.
NBA 2K that come out every goddamn year.
Telling you niggas what's going on. If you niggas are serious, let's get to it. Let's get to the bag. Y'all niggas is playing out here. I'm glad this shit is over. I'm gonna see how y'all really move.
I knew you was tired of this shit. But we appreciate y'all tapping in. We appreciate y'all fucking with us. Y'all know what we doing, though. We back to our regularly scheduled program. We will be here Friday motherfucking night for the motherfucking Sneaky Link. We'll be here Friday night for the Sneaky Link. The president don't even get into office till next year sometime. So
January 5th or 25th
we'll worry about that shit when we worry about it. The election is finally over. Congratulations to Donald motherfucking J. But we definitely appreciate y'all tapping in. We definitely appreciate y'all dealing with our technical difficulties for this evening, because boss is froze so many goddamn times. He's froze a lot, you know what I'm saying? But we appreciate y'all fucking with us, thugging with us, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sure.
We'll be here Friday night. Y'all already know what it is. We'll be here for the Sneaky Link. Diego Red is saying peace.
Money Boss is definitely saying peace.
And I ain't even put the outro up. But I got it right here. We out.